Hi, everyone, and welcome to Inside Bristol. I'm your host, Sheridan Nichols, and I have Officer J.C. McCrae with us today, and we're talking about several really fun events coming up.
Yes.
Where do we want to start?
Well, our first event that's coming up is actually going to be not this Saturday, but the next on May 31st. It's going to be a bike rodeo, and it's for children of all ages. They can come by with their bikes and their helmets, and we're going to do some fun obstacle courses that they can go through. And then we also are going to have our e-bike patrol team there, and they are going to kind of help do safety checks and help lead them through the course. And then we're also inviting the Polly Wolly truck to be there as well on site. So that'll be really fun for everybody.
That'll be fun. I saw that on the flyer. What is that?
A bike rodeo?
No, the Polly Wolly.
Oh, it's a food vendor here.
Okay.
He does a lot of events near, I've seen him before at Advanced Auto Parts.
Okay. I've seen them, and now we know. So
yeah,
now
he
we
serves
all
hot
know.
dogs and meals and stuff like that. So yeah, he'll be on site as well.
And those food truck vendors are always great.
Yes,
It's amazing, honestly.
Yes.
And then, so after the bike ride, we've got get your fishing poles.
Yes, yeah. So we are going to have a fishing event at Steel Creek Park on June 7th from, I believe it's 8 to 2. And we encourage everybody to bring their poles and tackle boxes with them if they have them, but if not, we have some available. And we're going to have a designated area for kids and their families to come and fish and, have a good time. And the Polly Wolly truck will also be there at that event as well.
So it's just coming along.
Yes.
And I love the name of that event.
Yes.
It's Cops and Bobbers.
Yes.
I think that's so cute.
It'll be really fun. I believe this is one of the first times that we're doing it. So hopefully in the future we can do it again. But we're really excited.
And it's just a nice way for the community to see you all in a different light.
Right,
Not in one of like, oh, you're getting a speeding ticket. One in, you know what, we're actually here to help. There's a lot
It'll be a lot of fun. We are really excited about it. And then later on this summer in July, we have our Camp Challenge, which we've done in the past. And it'll be a 2-week program that we're doing. The first week is for grades 3rd, 4th, and 5th. And then the second week will be 6th, 7th, and 8th graders. Okay. And they can sign up online off our city's Facebook page with a link. And we do have some spots still available, but we're filling up fast. So make sure to get those applications in, and they'll hear a follow-up from us in the coming weeks for that.
And tell us a little bit about that camp, because you're right, it is really popular. I know people will call in January and February wanting to know, when does that registration open?
Yeah.
So what's that camp consist of?
So it's some of our SROs along with other officers throughout the city, and we put on just a week full of fun, basically, for all these kids. We have, in the past, we've done Skateway one day. We've done a day at Steels Creek Park, all that kind of fun stuff. I think this year we're going to try to maybe do a water park or do some type of nature center activity at Steels Creek, and just have a fun week for everybody to just kind of like relax, school's out, and get out there and have some fun.
Enjoy the summer.
And enjoy this weather that we're having.
No kidding.
It'll be really fun.
That's exciting. So 3 big things coming up. And if you missed any of that, you can always go on the city website and find all of the details, or call over to the police station.
Yeah, and if anybody has any questions, they can reach out to me or the station, and they'll try to answer those questions for you.
Perfect. Well, thank you for being on today and sharing all that with us. And don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just a moment. Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Inside Bristol. I'm your host, Sheridan Nichols, and I've got Kathy Loudermilk joining us today from the Boys and Girls Club to tell us a little bit about a charity event coming up. And this means dusting off those golf shoes, grabbing your clubs, and it sounds like a great event. Tell us a little bit about it.
It is. It's a really fun event. It's June 20th at the Bristol Country Club up in Bristol, Tennessee. We are doing a golf tournament, and all the proceeds will benefit Boys and Girls Club of the Mountain Empire and our programming. So we do programming throughout the school year for after school as well as summer programming. So all of our fundraisers that money goes directly towards the kids.
And this isn't the first year you've done this golf tournament. This has been around a bit.
This is actually our 4th annual golf tournament here at the Bristol Country Club. So we get really excited. It's just a fun event. I mean, it's not high stress. It's just a fun and friendly competition during the day. We have a couple spots available for golfers, and not too many, but we do still have a couple spots available for golfers. We do sponsorships as well as whole sponsors.
Okay, and if anybody wants to be a whole sponsor or sponsor the event, how do they?
They just call the office. You can Google Boys and Girls Club of the Mountain Empire. We have someone in the office that's taking care of all of that. So.
And it is fun. And I know when you get out there, it's always such a great day out on the course. And sometimes you'll run some fun little incentives or prizes or different events like that.
Yes, we have a trash package. I wish I could tell you all about it, but I'm not a professional when it comes to golf. But we do have those fun events. You get a lunch. We do prizes at the end, door prizes, as well as the top tier golfers. So we try to just make it fun, though. It's just a cool event that that you're sponsoring and supporting the kids.
And how many kids typically go through on an annual basis at the Boys and Girls Club?
So we registered members, we have over 600. So we have 6 sites, which is the last 2 years we've opened 2 new sites. So we serve kids from Washington County, Virginia down to Bluff City. Wow. So it's a good service area. We're in some schools, we're in some churches. We have our own building here in Bristol, Virginia. So it's a diverse group, but we have 600 plus on an annual basis, and daily we can have 250 plus kids at all of our sites.
So this fundraiser is definitely needed to support some of those, the funding for some of those programs at the different places.
It really is. I mean, we do a lot of grant work, we do foundation work, corporation work, individual donors, but these fundraisers are a huge part of our budget. So when when we're out trying to, solicit golfers, it's not just, for a day of fun. It really is a huge support to the kids.
Absolutely. And I know people that have gone through Boys and Girls Club, and it usually, it's kind of life-changing for them.
Well, and that's our goal. Our goal is to make sure kids that come to the club are happy and safe and secure, and they have an extra adult in their life that really is there for them. We provide a meal every day. We provide homework help. We do fun things in our games rooms and our gyms. We do art and STEM projects. And it all comes down to one thing, and making sure these kids that need us have that support system. We're there for the parents too. We have parents that, where do their kids go after school? Where do they go in the summer? And this is really a group of staff and employees that make a difference in, like I said, up to 600 kids' lives every year. So.
Well, we're excited for you, and I'm sure it will be super successful. And thank you so much for sharing everything. And if you want to sign up, there is still some room available.
We have a couple spots available for sure, and just give us a call at the office.
Perfect. Thank you so much. We will be back in just a moment. Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Inside Bristol. I'm your host, Sheridan Nichols, and I've got Maggie Elliott and her very special assistant with us today, Olive. So we're excited to have you up here, and we're going to talk about Border Bash, which is, I feel like we're just the concert community up in Bristol. So and Border Bash we all love. So tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, absolutely. So, and it's appropriate for Olive to be here today because it is a family-friendly event. And we're celebrating a really special anniversary this year. We've got our 25th anniversary of Border Bash. We're kicking it off on June 13th. It's Friday the 13th. And we've got
Everyone will remember that.
Exactly. We've got a really wonderful lineup of bands. We're highlighting some bands that we've seen on stage in the past, some new ones to the Border Bash stage, and just a really great selection and variety of music to listen to.
And I know you work really hard all year to get this taken care of.
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially with all these bands, it takes months.
Yes, and it is truly a family experience and a group effort all around.
And it's been around for 25 years.
It's been around for 25 years, and it started as just this really tiny little grassroots community effort. It started as really just a meeting to showcase, what ideas that a small group of individuals had for our downtown to really make it blossom. And within a few weeks, it moved off of 6th Street onto State Street and was just a nice little platform stage in the middle of State Street. And of course, 25 years later, we have the stage that we have and the artists that we have. And it's such a wonderful experience, and obviously very family friendly. You know, we'll kick off everything with kids activities and vendors activities at 6:30. Bands will start and run until about 9 o'clock on each date. And we've got 5 different dates that run from June through August. So we're really excited for this season.
So, and if you want to learn anything else about it, you can always look online.
Absolutely.
That's our go-to if you didn't get all the notes today in the show.
But mark those calendars for June 13th. We're going to kick it off with the local Honeys, which is going to be a great girl power band. But it'll be really fun, great energy for that kickoff event.
I love that. Well, we know we'll see you both you ladies out there
Absolutely.
This summer for Border Bash. So thank you for joining us and telling us all about it.
Thanks for having us.
And thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.